Is the music industry rigged? Drake thinks so. In a shocking lawsuit, Drake accuses major players of conspiring to sabotage his career. Let's check it out. Hey, what's up? I'm Basil Barrington, and I know this is something totally different here, right? But I want to talk about this Drake lawsuit. Drake's company Frozen Moments has filed a lawsuit against Universal Music Group, Spotify, and iHeart Media, alleging a conspiracy to boost Kendrick Lamar, They Not Like Us, to undermine Drake's dominance. Why does this matter though? So, this lawsuit, everyone's talking about it. I'm not gonna get into papers, I'm not gonna get into websites, all that sort of stuff. I'm just talking off the top, right? This matters because it isn't about two artists. It's about the integrity of the music industry. We're talking about allegations of payola, manipulated charts, and also defamation. So if this goes through, this is gonna be huge, right? So let me give you some background on the Drake contract with the Universal Music Group, right? So in 2021, he signed a $400 million contract. I mean, this has to be this is the biggest contract, in the industry. I think U2 got I think the next largest contract was maybe U2. I'm not quite sure. I think it was $250 million. But this is huge, right? And this contract covers everything: recording, publishing, merchandise, visual media, touring. This is a 360 deal, right? But Drake still owns his masters. So you gotta really, that's cool. That's where the money is, masters and, publishing and all that sort of stuff. So he owns that, right? So let's talk about the Spotify accusation first. So Drake claims that Universal paid Spotify to manipulate search results and recommendations, ensuring They Not Like Us got a significant boost. So let's talk about the bot farms as well. The lawsuit alleges that bots were used to artificially inflate stream counts for They Not Like Us, giving it an unfair advantage. No. So let's get into payola. Drake accuses Universal of paying iHeartRadio to give They Not Like Us more airtime, further boosting its popularity. And one more thing, the defamation, right? Probably the most shocking allegation of this entire lawsuit. And it's that Universal defamed Drake by labeling him or certified in a song. I don't know about this, y'all. This is crazy, right? Universal and Spotify deny those accusations, obviously, But the impact on the music industry is really significant if proven true, right? These allegations could have serious implications for the music industry. It could lead to increased scrutiny of streaming services, record labels, and radio stations. So here's the thing, right? I want that because, you can't have 1 million streams on Spotify and only get paid $43. Does that sound right to you? Forget the Drake lawsuit for a minute. Let's just say that there was a class action lawsuit. Artists coming together and saying, hey, the industry, these streaming services are screwing us over. We own the art that we create, but they're not paying us, right? And I understand all this other stuff, yes, but we got to put this stuff on servers. Billions of people have to stream this at the same time. We need the infrastructure, the power, everything else. That's a really serious argument. And, just how fans are reacting. Some are like, hey, you know what? That's weird, Drake. That's pretty weird, dude, that you would do that. As a rapper, you would do that in the rap game. And then you have those who love Drake and they're defending him. I'm not mentioning any sort of YouTubers or anything like that. You know who they are. Just go to YouTube, do a search, and you'll see all the people that come up that are fans of Drake and that are defending him about this, right? So when you talk about evidence and proof, right? So the lawsuit provides detailed allegations, but no proof, because that's going to be difficult to obtain, So you're basically saying, hey, before we, go forward with this lawsuit, we want information from Universal, Spotify, and maybe even iHeart. You want all this information, right? To build your case, then to bring it officially and sue Universal. It would make sense if Universal and all these other players provided Drake and his legal team all of this information. What if within that information you also find out that they were using the same tactics to boost your sales? And also I would like to say, Drake, welcome to the music industry. This is what happens. Back in the day, like a label, someone from a label would walk into a radio station and say, here's a couple $100, I want you to play this song, I want you to play my artist's song, or, whatever, right? So that's, even though it's illegal, it's still being done. But now with all this technology, with streaming services and things like that, it's a lot easier. You don't have to walk into someone's office. You can just sit behind a computer, punch out a bot, and let it rip. A lot of things is going on here. My opinion, does my opinion count? I'm not sure, right? But my opinion is that I'm not sure about this. You entered into a rap beef with a rapper who has a Pulitzer Prize for a rap album he created. This is the first. A rapper receiving a Pulitzer Prize for his rap album. J. Cole was like, yo, you know what? No, I don't want to do that, dude. You can take that, right? Drake went in. He was just like, hey, I'm Drake. People love me, yada, yada, yada. He went into the battle. He said some saucy stuff about Kendrick. Kendrick came back and said some saucy stuff about him. And he landed that punch. And that punch basically almost did 1 billion streams. I mean, it hit #1 on the Billboard charts. I mean, have you ever seen a diss track in rap that hits the Billboard charts at #1, top 5, anything like that? The answer is no. And if there is an answer, and if there is a rap artist where that has happened, leave something in the comments and let me know. When I first heard it, I was just like, wait, he's suing Kendrick because he's, pissed off? And I'm like, oh, wait a minute, no, he's suing Universal. Universal Music Group is one of a few legacy companies that's still available. These legacy companies have massive amounts of power throughout the world, right? This company has created a relationship with Drake and said, hey, we're gonna give you a new contract, $400 million, here you go, and let's do it. One of the sad things about this entire sort of ridiculousness is this. The cachet that Drake has lost by doing this is absolutely insane. I mean, I don't know, he has an album. Has he produced an album? When was his last album? Let me see here, wait. Okay, so he has done albums, but he hasn't done an album that really rocked, lately. I think the last album that actually did really well was Certified Lover Boy. But all the other albums, all the other 3 albums that followed that didn't do too well. So he's losing his cachet, right? Because he's not putting out any real serious stuff, authentic Drake stuff. And who cares if people are writing for him? He has ghosts. Who cares about that, Joe? I mean, if you go to a dealership and you buy a car, the car is yours. If I go to a person who's a ghostwriter and I want, a lyric or a rap or something, a song, I'm gonna pay you, the song belongs to me, So what's the big deal? I don't care about that, right? Who cares about that? People trip out about stuff like that. It's not a big deal at all. Well, you think with this $400 million contract that Drake has just signed, now that he's having this beef with Kendrick Lamar, got totally destroyed by Kendrick Lamar, right? Totally destroyed. I mean, he may be depressed. I think I would be depressed. No, I wouldn't be depressed. You know why? Because as a person from New Jersey, you don't stop. Way back in the day when you had rap battles, smart rappers said, okay, I'm gonna go at you, you go at me. I'm gonna go at you, you go at me. Let's get on a track together. Boom, they got on a track together. Next thing you know, they're touring. So these 2 rappers who may have had a rap beef, now they're capitalizing together on what they have just created. I don't know, maybe he just really didn't realize how he can capitalize on this, or he just thought that he was just too much up here that no one can touch him. But I mean, they not like us. Again, it was top 5 in the billboards, on the Billboard charts. Drake is saucy now. He's pissed off. He's whining, he's crying, he's depressed, and he can't really rock out like that anymore. These young artists, they're just not messing with him like they used to. So I don't know about this. This is a really interesting lawsuit. This is also an interesting thing that has happened. I mean, this thing has been bubbling for months. You know, it's been in the news. It's been like on YouTube for months. And now Drake drops a lawsuit on his label. I think Drake is trying to get out of his contract. It's a 360 deal. The Drake thing and Kendrick Lamar, wow, this is really low in terms of a rapper. You know, just like saying, I'm going to sue my label because I'm mad. That's basically what he's saying. I'm suing my label because I'm mad because I lost a rap battle that I created. All of this mess was created by Drake. Well, again, this is Thanksgiving 2024. I just wanted to come on, talk about this. You can also go to crossfadr.com to check out the article I also put together on this too, you know. So again, happy Thanksgiving, enjoy your turkey, and until next time, peace.